Hey y'all, welcome to the channel that brings you multidimensional content, which means that the readings are from a broad and expansive point of view and that they're not for a specific time but should definitely resonate with you whenever you come across them. So I'm doing this reading for people that currently feel or that have always felt like they have a very high sex drive. And for those that are in the sex working industry, that could be you're a BDSM worker, you could do adult content online, you could um what else? What else? You could work in the clubs, you could be dancing. Yeah, that's all I can think of right now. So yeah, this reading is for you. I've been getting the urge to do this reading for you guys. I don't know why. But I was just waiting for me to get like more comfortable, I guess, in terms of like, because it's really strange, right? Like when you talk about especially sex work, it's funny how you offend everybody that's not a sex worker. Like, why? Why are you offended? The fuck does it gotta do with you? Like, it's so weird. So I really wanted, like, I needed it to be more well-rounded. And when my guys were like, oh no, we're also talking to people that have a high sex drive. And then I was like, okay, cool, I can do this. And then later I'll also reveal to you guys how I was also talking to healers because I know it's weird for some people to understand that how we share the same dimension as sex workers. And it's because the nature of our work. If you are a healer, if you are a diviner, if you are anything like that, you use your sexual energy a lot. In fact, your sexual energy, the potency of that dictates how good you are. Like, how much are you able to look into someone's past or future and help them with whatever is going on right now? All of that depends on your energy and the purity of it and the and how you think about it, how you process that energy. So it's just that with sex workers use that energy directly. Do you know what I mean? Like more viscerally, one could say. But either way, we're literally all using this energy. So yeah, today I just wanted to talk to people that are using sexual energy as like as a huge part of their nature, and that's who uses it. It's healers, it's those of you who have a high sex drive. You're still figuring things out, like you know, what is it for, what am I supposed to do with this? And then obviously then we have our sex workers. So cool. First things first that I want to talk about, I want to talk about cleansing, and I want to talk about some of you who currently have some private part problems, right? Be it due to like health problems, right? We need to talk about cleansing. Whether you're a healer, whether you're a sex worker, whether you have a high sex drive and you feed your high sex drive, cleansing is important, guys. If you, whichever one of these things, I would suggest that you cleanse weekly. Like, I mean, like, cleanse your space, cleanse your aura, right? Because either way, you're seeing clients, whether you're a healer and whether you're a sex worker, which, by the way, sex workers are healers, but I know that you guys are not ready for this conversation. So I'm gonna keep distinguishing between the two, but just know that it's the same. Like, it's actually the same. So, okay, and you can tell by the fact that sex workers and spiritual healers be cleansing the same way, or at least you should be. So, okay, cool. Water, salt, tea tree oil, eucalyptus oil, um, drops of these in your bath water. I'm just giving you basics. You can add whatever you want to add to this in order to make it more personal to you. I would add lavender. I would add something citrusy, something like calming, like type of thing, right? And just remember, um this is your cleanse, right? For those of you who like in terms of your clients, right? If you are getting the clients that you want to be getting, then that's great. Like, fantastic, congratulations. And if you feel like your clients are not really the clients that you wish you would be getting, if you wish that you would get more maybe affluent clients, maybe just cleaner, maybe just simpler, maybe just more in touch with their spirituality. Maybe you want that, right? Um, Burn a pink candle and ask your ancestors. Guys, I always get nervous of telling people shit online. Because I'm like, can I drop this? Can I? Can I? And I know you guys are going to email me on some, bitch, I know that's not the whole spell. If all I had to do was fucking light a pink candle and so like, come on, I would have thought, bitch. I never, guys, book a consultation. I'll tell you the rest of it. Anyway. Um, so that's just the cleanse that you would be doing weekly because of the work that you do, right? Because of the fact that you are in touch with like other people, like a lot of other people and their energy, right? And you be mixing with their energy and so forth. So again, salt, sea salt, tea tree oil, eucalyptus oil, drops of this in your water, and then you can add stuff like lavender oil, citrus oil, something else that's rose water, something that is just personalized to you, but something that also talks about ease and comfort and the fact that you are comfortable with this sexual energy that you've been blessed with and that you work with. Okay, cool. So those are your cleanses, you guys. You don't need to, but I would. Like, no, you do. You do. That's exactly it right there. Cool. So firstly we start there, right, with cleanse. And then number two, for those of you who have high sexual energy but you're not spiritual healers and you're not in the sex working industry, right, and you have high sexual, you know, like you want it like a lot. Some of you are like, you find a sexual partner, or you're with someone right now, and you find that after you have relations with this person, like there's something up with your parts. Either there's suddenly a smile with your parts, or like literally shit is just going back. It's ugly. It's lit. I need you to understand that sometimes that's also because you're kind of holding yourself back. You're holding your sexual energy back. You could find that maybe let's say you're a guy, right, and like your pee is like giving you kind of issues and stuff. It's possible that it's because, for instance, you're being intimate with women but really you're attracted to men, and you know you're attracted to men, but you're being intimate with women just because, you know, you don't want anyone to know. And what's happening is that you have all this energy and you're not expressing it properly, because you're lying. And so it's affecting you through, you know, like, it's affecting you health wise. It's affecting your sexual health, like, type of thing. So what you need to do is the cleanse that I just mentioned, and you also need to be more honest, like sexually, not to people. You don't have to tell people. That's not what I'm saying. But fam, find a community. Find someone that wants to get down with you. And I'm getting, people got crushes on you and everything. They're just waiting for you to be comfortable enough with yourself so that they can like kind of pursue you more and, you know, be about that vibe. So same thing that might happen, like, if you're a woman and maybe you, yeah, I know the stories that are coming up. So let's say you're female and maybe you're in a relationship, right? And you have quite a healthy sex drive, but you find that you're kind of just having some problems right now with your pom pom, like maybe thrush, is getting out of hand, maybe an itchiness is getting out of hand, it's possible that the person, your partner, and the thing is, what I'm going to tell you because your intuition already told you when that shit happened. Like, maybe this is not the person for you. Okay? It's possible that this person they have ulterior motives and they are using sexual energy in order to like execute those other motives that they have with you, right? So hey, you guys, you don't know what's going on out here. Do you know sometimes, like a person will mess with your energetics sexually just so that you don't see them for who they really are. Like, you could find that the person that you're with, they're not who you think. Like, they're actually a piece of shit. I'm sorry. You can get mad in the comments. I didn't say your person was a piece of shit. I'm just saying, like, again, I know you know what I'm talking about. You guys, you got the intuition. You guys just never want to listen. Like, you don't want to listen to your guides. You want to book a reading with Zen and be like, I don't know about my relationship. You do know. You lying. You do know. You do know. You know. You know. You don't believe. That's all. You want to get to the point where you're sending Zan money to tell you that this person is not right. What's going on? But this is something you've known like the whole time. But it's cool. Zan likes money. Like, and we like giving out messages also. So it's cool. It all works out for us. And I'm sure it's gonna work out for you too. Cause in the end, like, yeah. You guys, the ones that are kind of, that your partner is up to something, like something doesn't feel right. I understand the part where you're kind of nervous because what the fuck, like, you trust this person, like, or you're trying to trust this person. Why would they do this? Guys, light a candle, flare batung. Light a candle, speak to your guys and ask them to show you. Ask them to reveal to you, why do you suddenly have these cramps when you're not on your period? Why do you suddenly have cramps when you are not ovulating? And it's hectic. Cramps that come with a headache, that come with a lack of appetite, that come with a smell. Like, no, what's going on? What's going on? It's fine. If you don't want to book with Zan because you're like, she's like, I don't know, maybe you feel like you're not ready to find out, or maybe you just don't want people knowing that kind of business of yours. Maybe Ushai. Like, guy, then light a candle. Buy a white candle, light it up, and speak to your guys. Ask them to show you. Ask them to show you the real version of this person. Okay, so guys, my heater is on. It's so hot in here. Like, yeah. So you know how, like, with spiritual kids, right? We do this thing. It's part of our initiation. Yeah, where you have to clear your karma, basically, kind of. You kind of work through your family karma. You work through your generational karma, you work through your starseed karma, like whatever it is, in order to properly purify this connection between you and the divine. You need to iron out the parts where it was not properly understood, where it was not a pure enough connection, right? And you're at the part of that where we're looking at your sexual energy, your sexual relationships, your sexual partners. So you're working through sexual karma, basically, is what's happening. A lot of you, especially those who are in the sex industry, you've been working through this karma. It comes through your clients, it comes through your family and how they relate to your job, it comes through your relationships, your lovers, and how they relate to your job. That's how your sexual karma is kind of getting worked out, and I'm getting that a lot of you are doing so well. A lot of you, some of you told your family members what you do, and they really underestimated you. They were like, you're cheap, you're dirty, like, they kind of started treating you like that, and actually believed it. They believed that you would never amount to anything. But I'm getting here that there's a way in which you do your work, there's a way in which you market yourself, or your business plan is really unique. It's really original. To the point, I don't know, people assume that someone that's in the sex work industry wouldn't have a business plan. Why wouldn't you? This person is an entrepreneur, especially if you're like a BDSM worker or whatnot. Like, unless you work for if you work for a dungeon, cool. But some of BDSM workers actually work privately for themselves, right? So you would need some kind of a business foundation in your head as to how you're going to run this, and I'm getting that you have quite a unique one, and so you are very successful. You attract affluent clients, and not only that, you attract intelligent clients, clients that understand that they're actually looking for some sort of healing in the world, but this is how they get their healing, through sexual intimate contact, because that's also what people don't understand. But okay, that's not, it's fine, let them not understand, we don't have to tell them. So you guys are about to break some kind of boundaries, right? All of y'all, you guys are about to break certain boundaries when it comes to your field and your jobs, right? You're about to kind of like step into a new avenue of your work. Things are becoming, you're stepping into a world that's more accepting. You've got belonging. Okay, so wait, no. This chaos card, you've got chaos here. It's kind of like it's not actually the tower, it's just chaos. And this is telling me about how you had to be really intelligent in order to carry out whatever you were doing. I'm obviously talking to sex workers now. You had to be really smart about your job, about your business, in order to carry out what you were doing, because of how the world like sees it. In most countries, sex work is illegal, and in some countries it's decriminalized, even though it's, as they say, it is the oldest profession. Isn't it funny how the oldest profession would be illegal in our time? It's crazy. And you've had to be really intelligent, and you've had to be connected to the divine in some way, even though a lot of people think that sex workers are damned by God or some shit like that. You really had to step outside of that mindset, because I'm getting you guys pray. Like, when I say you guys, I don't mean all the sex workers, like you guys. No, I mean those of you who are watching this video. Those of you who are watching this video, I'm getting that you guys pray. You guys are really high vibrational, and people would assume that you're not high vibrational just because of your job, but just because of some prejudice thoughts that people have been conditioned to think about people that do this kind of job. Anyway, you're leaving the chaos behind. It's as if there's this reality, or this group of how do I say, there's this community where people work exactly what you work, do exactly what you do, but it's much more, you are freer there, clients are much more abundant, and much more intelligent. um it decreases the it decreases the possibility for abuse, for discrimination, for oppression in general, for the way in which you earn money and for the way in which you live. I'm just getting that, fam. Let me tell you something, especially with this Fledgling card. Like, I just feel like for so long, oh my god, for so long you've kind of had to live in secret. For so long you've had to hide from people what it is you do and how it is you do it, or at least you've had to hide the fact that you enjoy your work, because everybody assumes that you got into your work because you had no other option. And even if maybe that might be the case, it stopped being the case ages ago. You started enjoying your work ages ago. You started being appreciative of your own nature ages ago. And it's almost like, I don't know if you're meeting other people that are now at this space, but it's more than that. I'm getting a community, especially with this belonging card. I'm getting a community where you no longer have to be so slick. Do you get? Where you no longer have to be so, you know, when you have to be intelligent in order to keep yourself safe. You know, that kind of intelligence? That's just gonna flow down the river, and you're gonna have so much more energy to put into your business and make sure that your business works, because you're gonna be so much safer, y'all. I don't know if you're moving to another place, or this is some kind of an organization that's starting or whatnot, or some kind of a law that's going to be passed that allows for protection and just for you to conduct business like a normal person. But you've been having fun, but now you're gonna have fun in front of everyone. And this is, I'm not talking about, oh, you're gonna announce to everyone what you do. I know, but who would want to do that? People don't want to do that. Some people are hairstylists and they don't want to announce to everyone what they do. So, but there's something here about you being free to just be yourself openly. Okay? So yeah, that's what I have for you guys. And if it resonated, it resonated. Sharp.